Hey everybody, welcome back to Live Between Paychecks Kitchen. I'm Oz, Jackie Later, still Lake Jackson. And yeah, this one's inspired by a pet monkey I had. He was Coco, he was a spider monkey, he was awesome. I grew up on an exotic animal farm. So yeah, he loved sweet potatoes, and I want to try to make them palatable for other people now. Because just sitting out and eating raw sweet potatoes with my monkey is a memory that I have that a lot of other people don't. So yeah, we're going to try this one. Before we do, be sure to like, share, subscribe, do all the YouTube-y stuff, ring the little bell, get notifications when we do these on Tuesdays and Fridays as best we can. And also there's a link down the doobly-doo for our merch, like aprons and all kind of stuff. It's down there. We're small business, we appreciate it. All that out of the way, let's get into the recipe, man. Let's try this. It's gonna be
Alright, relatively easy. Like, you're going to need some sweet potatoes. Now, they come in, like, huge or small. I got, like, 2 medium-sized ones here. It just depends on how many you want to make out of this kind of stuff. You're going to need some kind of marshmallows. I got the cheap ones. You're going to want some brown sugar, mostly because brown sugar, you know, smells and tastes amazing. I put cinnamon and some pecans because Texas pecans, whatever. You're going to want butter and a little bit of oil to cook in. You're going to need about 1.5 cups of the oil, okay? You're going to need both, trust me. Your marshmallows, small ones melt easier, bigger ones are fine. You can get the fancy or the weird stuff if you really want to, like the Sour Patch watermelon stuff, but I haven't tried that. If you do that, let me know. First things first, wash your spuds. Always wash your spuds. And then, now you come back, like, you can take and skin these if you want, but they have just, like, roots that grow out. These are worse than, like, your regular potatoes. So get you a small, sharp paring knife kind of thing and pull the actual, like, root parts out of it. Again, you can skin it. I hate skinning potatoes or sweet potatoes because I feel like I'm just losing too much of the meat of the potatoes to that and scraping my knuckles, and it's really labor intensive, so I just leave it on. If you don't want to leave the skin on, use a fucking peel it, that's fine. So get you a big sharp knife. Shout out to Andy, thank you very much. Go ahead and split it in half. Now if it's too wide this way, go ahead and grab it by the wide side. Be careful of your fingers, be very, very careful. Give it another small slice, making small end pieces, the ones that fry really fast that everybody tends to steal off your thing at McDonald's. Then just give them a long cut along lengthwise, I guess is the best way to say this. That way you get pieces that look like fries, or like, where's my big one here, like steak fries or plank fries or whatever the hell you call those. Cut up both of them, have all that kind of stuff. Like I said, that gorgeous orange colors there. Now, be sure to get all the ones that try to escape. Get you a medium sized skillet. Like I could have used a bigger one because I'm going to have to do this in batches because I grabbed my medium sized skillet here. You want to put it about medium high. And then put oil in it. Like, I used about a cup and a quarter, but what you want to do is about cover like one of your thicker fries, right? Like about half. All right, so I got one of these, put it in here. You can see if I put it on the bottom, it's about half of it. That way you can roll it over, cook the other side. Perfect. So once you get that nice and warm, and it's just bubbling, you don't want it spattering, you don't want it spraying everywhere. That's why I always put it at like a medium instead of turning it up where it gets hot real fast, because that grease, it retains that heat and it spits and sputters or whatever. You just want it to bubble, not spray, okay? So put these in here the best you can. Like I said, I try to fit them in here. You don't want to stack them on top of each other because the ones in the middle tend to not get cooked, and you'll have hard, crunchy pieces in your stuff, and that's not good. So fit as much as you can, but don't choke it up too much. Now you want them to cook, I think I cooked these about 3.5 minutes a side. Now you want to roll them over. I use my tongs. The proverbial meat on the metal, as what we're saying, is the ones that are sticking up out won't cook as fast as the stuff that's on the bottom. So I put it about 3.5 minutes and then roll them over on the other side. It depends on you if you want them crispier or browner or whatever, but I try to roll them over there, and you'll see that they start getting brown on the edges. And on sweet potatoes, it goes a lot faster. Or it tends to brown a lot faster than regular potatoes. So just keep an eye on them. They do the same thing as regular potatoes, where they get all squidgy and then they start frying and get hard. You start getting the brown edges around the sides that are down. See how dark that is on that side. So go ahead and pull those out. Get your secret weapon, a plate with a paper towel on it. Just put it right on top. Nothing special, nothing sticky. Use your tongs or a fork or a spatula or a slotted spoon or whatever you got to pull these out, but please be careful. If you drop these, it'll fall in boiling hot grease and splash it on you. So please be careful. So you got your second batch, or while you're doing the other one, you can go ahead and start this as well. So you want to get about 2 tablespoons of butter and put it into a small pot or a saucepan. Now, you look at your butter, it shows on the side exactly how much you're cutting in there. So it's a cheat that, I don't know if that's relatively new, but I never noticed that they put that on there before. So, again, put this in here about medium to medium low. You do not want this to get too hot too fast because it'll scorch your marshmallows, which sounds dirty, but I guess it's not. So once your butter starts melting down, you want to get your marshmallow And you want to put about a cup and a half of these in here. Usually it's about as much as my hand can hold in, like 2 or 3. I didn't cut my bag open enough, so I had to kind of grab them piecemeal. But you put these in here, you leave them low, you start them around, that butter will get on them a little bit, and it's going to start melting this down. You can get that marshmallow fluff that you get in a jar or whatever the hell it is, but it doesn't have the same butter because you want to butter the potatoes as well. So once these start melting down, you see how goopy they get, and that butter in there keeps them cooking. Just keep it stirring so it doesn't just scorch on the bottom, right? So give it a nice stir every 30, 45 seconds, whatever, and it'll help melt those down. This is how you melt down marshmallows to do other stuff too. It will stick to your spoon. There's absolutely nothing you can do about it. So once it gets to a decent consistency where it comes apart and you can't see the lumps of the marshmallows, go ahead and pull that off the heat. Show you how to serve these, or at least dress these. You want to do your marshmallow fluff first. Basically, this is just like sweet potatoes at like Thanksgiving and stuff. That little thing they always do with like the marshmallows and the cinnamon and stuff that always seems more dessert, and I've never been a big fan. Then I do, cinnamon. Cinnamon goes second. Put my marshmallow down, cinnamon, and then brown sugar. I don't have a brown sugar shaker, but as much as I like using it, I probably should set one up. So just sprinkle that on there, a big pinch. Makes it taste great. It really covers the taste of sweet potato if you're like me and don't like sweet potatoes. And then right in the middle, get you a pinch, handful, splat. I don't know what that measurement is of pecans. Sprinkle that on there. And you should be good to go. If there's anything else that you should put on there, I don't know. But these turned out really well. Again, I'm not a fan of sweet potatoes unless I'm sitting around with my monkey. God's rest him, wherever he is. But these are great. This is like, chili cheese fries for people that aren't scared of being diabetic. So this is great as a whole meal. This is great as a side if you're going to break it down into smaller pieces, or an appetizer, share it with everybody. I wouldn't suggest trying to keep it as a meal prep thing because of the marshmallow stuff, and the fries tend to get all squidgy when you try to reheat them and stuff. But this is great. You should try it if you haven't had it. I've heard tale of it at different restaurants. I'd never seen it, so I wanted to try it.
And there you have it, loaded sweet potato fries, like the most dessert side dish that you'll ever have. But it's good. But if you want to do it differently, you see us doing it differently, you want to see us do it differently, how you do it differently, I say differently aloud. Let us know. Put it down in the comments. That's what they're there for. You can also find us on all the social media stuff. Facebook, Pinterest, Patreon. We're on all those at Live Between Paychecks Kitchen. You can also find us at Instagram at Live Between. I had to shorten it down over there. You can also find me on all those, as well as Twitter and TikTok, because I'm old and I'm trying to figure out things. Under my name, Osway Nerdy, and I will see you next time. I'm going to go eat sweet potato fries, I guess. And feel my foot go numb. And it's going to be, all right. Catch y'all next time. Be safe.